Welcome guys. Today we received a pretty cool little update from Polyphony Digital regarding some of the future content that's going to be coming to Gran Turismo Sport. So this is kind of split out into three different areas. There's the next patch that we'll be getting, which is going to arrive on next Monday as of this video, but the 27th of November. Then it's going to be the following patch, which will be arriving in December, and then some future things and information for kind of into next year. So the preview material for the patch that's going to be coming on the 27th of November includes a few nice new updates. So the first one being that the campaign mode, scapes and livery editor are all going to be available to use even if you're offline. What's important to note is that you won't be able to actually save any of your progress if you are offline. So if you do make any progress with the campaign, make sure to reconnect before you actually fully turn off your PlayStation. You should be able to turn it into rest mode, so if you did a bunch of campaign, you could put your PlayStation into rest mode, come back and reconnect, and it should all still be there. But still, it's a nice addition that you can actually do a bit more than, I think it was just arcade mode was the only thing that you could do offline, I think, before that. The next thing is that they've updated the physics in some way, and they've kind of highlighted the realism and controllability of the more commercial cars. So that's not the race spec cars, that's, you know, the Mazda MX-5 and that sort of thing. So the commercially available vehicles seems to be what they're saying had the main changes to it. So that'll be interesting to see. And they've also adjusted some of the campaign races to sort of adjust for that change in drivability. They've also changed the algorithm and updated and upgraded the algorithm for the sportsmanship rating. So that's the rating that judges, you know, how clean your driving is in sport mode. So supposedly it's better now. So they seem to be implying perhaps that collisions that perhaps weren't your fault currently still penalize you. So it might look like they're trying to make that better so that you receive less of a penalty if you're not the sort of person who's caused the accident. And it also saying that there's a new way for you to see how other people's sportsmanship rating is being affected by certain incidents and things like that. So that'll be quite interesting to see. They've said that Autumn Leaves is now part of the featured scapes photos, but they've added some new photo spots, some actual locations, new photo locations for you to take photos of in scapes, which is pretty cool. Quite nice to have, you know, even more places. I think there's already 1,000, so but it's cool to have more. And finally, and probably the biggest and coolest thing, is that they're adding 3 new vehicles to the game. So this is in the coming update, 3 new vehicles, and I've actually got some images of the vehicles here so you can have a look at them on the screen. The 3 vehicles that they're adding is the Eso Revolta Zagato, which is a Vision Gran Turismo car. It looks like it's obviously different, you can paint it different colours and things like that, but that's fairly standard now. And they did make a video about this car on their YouTube channel, on the Gran Turismo YouTube channel. I think they had a little sort of feature video about the making of this Vision Gran Turismo car. For all you non-Vision Gran Turismo fans, they're also adding a new Le Mans prototype car, so the Audi R18 Sport Team Just, so that's a Group 1 car, is coming into the game, so that's a nice little addition. And probably my favourite of the 3 is a new commercial car, which is the Shelby Cobra 427, which has made an appearance in previous games, and it looks absolutely gorgeous in the pictures. So 3 new cars, which is super cool, all added for free, so there's no extra cost to download these cars. These will just be added straight into the game free of charge. So moving on to the next part of the information that they've provided is the following update, which they have planned for December 2017, so that's next month. They haven't given us any more detailed date than that, but at some point in December this year is the next update, update 1.07, and this is actually really interesting. So one of the big criticisms that Gran Turismo Sport has received since coming out is its lack of single player content, I suppose is the best way to say it. So this is going to bring back, I guess, the typical traditional Gran Turismo career mode. So everyone who's played the previous games will remember things like the Sunday Cup, the Clubman Cup, the FF Challenge, all of those kinds of things. So they're basically going to be bringing all of those classic Gran Turismo career mode races, and probably some new ones as well, into this new mode, which is going to be called GT League. And this will, I suppose, reward its own credits and its own cars and things of that nature. And they'll all be added in as part of a new single-player campaign called GT League, and that's going to be coming in December 2017. As well as these new events for the single-player campaign, they'll be adding 12 more free cars to the game. So the cars are as follows: is the Mazda RX-7, the Nissan Skyline GTR 5, and an alternative variant with the Nürburgring, I guess. The Ford F-150, so that's the SVT truck. The Lamborghini Countach LP400, the Ferrari F40 and the Enzo Ferrari, the KTM Crossbow R, the Suzuki Swift Sport, the classic VW Samba bus, and then some kind of custom Chevrolet Nova, and also the classic Corvette Stingray C3. So that's 12 cars, and again, all of which will be free and coming in the December update. So those are the next two updates, November and December. Then they've also given us a little teaser of what's to come in 2018. So they've promised regular updates throughout all of 2018, and they say just from the start of 2018 and March will be 50 more cars added to the game. They haven't said whether they'll be free or not, but 50 more cars added until March 2018. They've also said that they plan to release additional tracks in the coming months. So that implies almost between now and March, I suppose, more tracks. They haven't said any more specifics, how many or which tracks, but definitely that, within the next few months we'll see some new tracks. So that's all the information they've released, but all really, really positive, and I think shaping to make the game just that much more complete and a better experience. I hope you guys found this video informative, and you can always head on over to Gran Turismo's website for all of this information. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.